Hello, I'm Bishop David Bonnar. This is a big week coming up for us as Catholics. For those of Irish descent, on March 17th, we will celebrate St. Patrick's Day, a day filled with lots of green and lots of spirit and energy. But the real focal point of this coming week comes on Friday, March 19th, when we as a church will celebrate the Solemnity of St. Joseph, who is the universal patron of our church. This year's celebration is extra special because it comes in what has been called by our Holy Father a year of St. Joseph, commemorating his proclamation as the universal patron of the church for the past 150 years. I'm coming to you today from St. Columba Cathedral at the altar of St. Joseph. When we go into the scriptures and look at the accounts that depict actions of St. Joseph, what is striking is that there are no words. No words come from his lips. But that doesn't mean that he does not speak. St. Joseph speaks the language of faith from the heart. As he lives out God's will for him, he answers the call and is such an integral part of our salvation history. And so, while he is a man of no words, he certainly is a man of many actions, as he goes on to be the foster father of Jesus and just embodies the characteristics of what a true father should be. But he also goes on to be a servant of God's will, much like Mary. And so, this celebration comes on a Friday in Lent, and typically that would mean that any Friday in Lent that we would engage in those disciplines of not eating meat, of eating fish. Well, interestingly enough, there's some interesting news that I have to share with you. Canon 1251 from the Code of Canon Law states, "Abstinence from eating meat or another food according to the prescriptions of the Conference of Bishops is to be observed on Fridays throughout the year unless they are solemnities." Well, March 19th is a solemnity, and so that means that on that day people can eat meat, because a solemnity is the highest feast, it's the highest celebration, and we have much to celebrate. On March 19th, we celebrate the feast of St. Joseph, a man of deep faith. For those who wish to continue with the Lenten practices, by all means. We all have our own individual journeys. But for the sake of this celebration, and just as your bishop to let you know what's possible, what's not possible, it's okay to be dispensed from that practice because of the solemnity. Whatever you do, though, in these days, I hope you'll take a moment to just embrace the silence of Joseph, a silence that enabled him to listen attentively to God's will and to respond accordingly. So I wish you a blessed week, a blessed St. Joseph Day. There are many customs and traditions that come with this day, and maybe you have the opportunity to begin a new one with your family. So, happy St. Joseph's Day. God bless you.